This is René Intocable, and you're watching Bumper's Wacky Wednesday.
Cuando yo te vi por primera vez, y aunque alguien te traía de la mano, soñaba yo con volverte a ver. Al fin en una fiesta entre amigos, te volví a mirar y no aguanté. Me acerqué a ti muy despacito, y al ver tus ojos me enamoré. Tú eres mi muñeca de cristal, y con mi vida yo te cuidaré. Más valiosa que las perlas del mar, el tesoro que soñé. Tú eres mi muñeca de cristal, una gema convertida en mujer. Tu amor es lo que me hace más feliz, es tuyo mi querer. Tú eres mi muñeca de cristal, y con mi vida yo te cuidaré. Más valiosa que las perlas del mar, el tesoro que soñé. Tú eres mi muñeca de cristal, una gema convertida en mujer. Tu amor es lo que me hace más feliz, es tuyo mi querer. Tu amor es lo que me hace más feliz, es tuyo mi querer. Muñeca de cristal, es tuyo mi querer. Muñeca de cristal.
Wacky Wednesday.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Unfiltered, the real deal. No pre-planning, no chingaderas. Straight up from the Ville.
Wacky Wednesday.
B-Town's very own.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Here's your host, Bumper Gomez.
Viernes Chiquito, what's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing on this fabulous Thursday? So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we know tonight's not Wednesday, and we know that the show is called Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. That's all right. Sometimes we get to do some awesome shows that are not on Wednesdays, and tonight's going to be one of them, man. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us within 24 hours. We greatly, greatly appreciate it, man. Tonight, I'm ready. I've been ready for tonight for a few weeks now because of this gentleman's caliber, and also because I'm just ready for some stories, dude. I got my beer ready. I hope you guys got your beer ready. It's Viernes Chiquito. ¿Qué más quieres? Friday's already tomorrow. Friday's already, what, 3.5 hours away, 4.5 hours away, and we'll be in Friday weekend mode, right? So welcome to this Thursday evening show. We greatly appreciate you guys here hanging out with us. Those of you watching on YouTube, make sure you like, you subscribe, and you share to the channel. Those of you watching on Facebook, if you could please just share tonight's feed, we would greatly appreciate it, because guess what? This show is absolutely free. Absolutely. All we ask you guys to do is to share it, maybe make somebody else's day, and come hang out with us and let's talk some awesome Tejano music, cultura, and everything else in between, right? And before we start, I want to give a big shout out, a big hug, a big thank you to the right-hand man of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, the other 50% that goes, you guys never see him. I try to give him a camera, but he refuses to get a camera. But Eddie, can you give yourself an applause there, please? Hey, shout out to the producer, Eddie. Always doing a great job. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, my guest this evening, all the way from Brownsville, Texas, by way of Austin, by way of, I don't know what, everything in between here in Austin, no?
Everywhere.
Everywhere?
Yeah.
The one and only Mr. Danny Ortiz.
What's going on, brother?
Welcome,
How you
Don.
doing, man?
What's up, man?
Oh, nothing much, man. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, maybe some of you are scratching your head, and that's okay. That's okay. This is what this show is about, right? Maybe some of you were huge Jimmy Gonzalez y Grupo Más fans back in the day. Well, not back in the day. You're probably, if you were a fan then, you're a fan now, right? And maybe you had seen this stud right here. You've seen this guy gracing the stage with Jimmy G and Grupo Más back in the day. That's where you might have seen him. You might have come across him. I met him through. I remember him. I remember you. Like you're not here, right? I remember him. But no, man. I remember the days of you being on stage with Jimmy G, and then kind of, and I'm speaking for myself. Like you disappeared. You disappeared for some time, man, and then all of a sudden I start hearing this name, Danny Ortiz. I suppose Danny Ortiz. And of course, Eddie over here, he's a big fan of Tejano music too. He's like, dude, Eddie, bro, like he's a big with Jimmy, and I'm like, I gotta see him, dog. And then when I pulled up your picture, I'm like, okay, now I know this vato right here, man. So Danny,
I need the cowboy hat.
is that
right?
what it is?
Is that what it is?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You would need the cowboy hat and a little moving to the left, a little bit to the right, and get the groove going,
do the
man.
shaker and all that.
Yeah. So, Danny, where the hell have you been, bro?
Living life, man. Just doing. I mean, I've always continued music, right?
Yeah.
Always played. I've always played a lot of different projects, my own project, cover band stuff. Went back to school. Went back to school back in the day, and I successfully did that. I got a degree, and I got other stuff, other certificates, licenses, and stuff like that. Just living life, working, and while working, raising a family. Got kids and all that stuff, and playing music.
So pretty much what happened was vida.
Vida.
That's it, right?
That's what it is.
That's
man.
what we like to say here
That's
on
what it
Bumpers
is.
Wagon. Sometimes people go on these long tangents, and I'm
Yeah.
like, and they're just like, and this happened and that, and I'm like, hey, bro, you know what we call that here? We call that life, homie.
Life, bro.
That's
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
You know, and that's in everything, whether you're a musician, whether you're a computer program, whatever the hell you are. Did you see what I just did? I went to grab my hat like I had on one of my hats.
Oh.
Got a baseball cap tonight, Bumper. So, man, what do you go to school? If you don't mind me asking, what did you go to school for?
I went to school to get a business degree. I wanted to get a business degree and have that as a.
And so you were going to school in Brownsville, or you came up to Austin?
At UTB. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Brownsville,
man.
UT.
Cool, man.
UTB.
Cool. The Rio Grande Valley's been, I hear lately, man, they've been focusing a lot on education and bringing stuff to the valley. I'm not saying that they never did, but I've just been seeing a lot more now in the news. It's great to see the UTRGV.
Yeah.
Right. They got their baseball team. They got a football team now. So
Soccer.
and you know what I mean. And
Volleyball.
everybody's all about that, man. So that's pretty cool. And saludos to everybody in the RGV, man. Danny,
What's up?
you know, when we talked on the phone and we messaged back and forth. First, before we go any further,
What's up?
ladies and gentlemen, you heard me talk last night when we had Mr. Legendary Rene Martinez from Intocable here last night. This was the gentleman that I was telling you that I had to send him a text message. It's like, hey, Danny, this is what came up, bro. Like, straight up, this is what happened. And you were like, dude, don't be an idiot. Like, just you better do it.
You got to do it, man.
No,
bro. I got
his
an
first.
opportunity. I'm gonna interview Rene, de Intocable, and
No, but
I'm gonna have to bump you, bro.
no, but his response was like, hey, just tell Renee, bro, he's gonna have to come another day, bro. Like I'm like, God. But bro, thank you, bro. Thank you for being a professional, and you know, just stuff like that happens, and it's a once in a lifetime thing, bro.
Yeah.
So
you get something like that, you gotta take that opportunity.
No, for sure, man. And so, you know, and this is Danny. Like, Danny, you want to do the next day? Or do you want another Wednesday? He's like, no, hell no. Let's do the next day. I'm like,
Yeah,
all
might
right,
as
cool,
well.
man. That's what
Let's
I'm
do it.
talking about.
Let's do
so, again, man, everybody tuning in on Facebook and YouTube, thank you guys so much. If you guys didn't have any questions for Danny, you want to put in the chat. I, every so often, look at the chat. I catch a lot of shit, dude, because people are like, I put it in the chat and you never read it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm conducting an interview. Eddie does the thing. So every now and then I'll look up and see I'll see at the bottom of the bottom of the screen. Yeah. No, he'll actually do one. Eddie, put one up there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Juan. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll take that
going on,
number.
dude?
I'll take that number name all day because I know he meant Bumper, but it's all good. Un saludo to Vanessa Salinas Sanchez, all our Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta family that are tuning in, all the artists tuning in. We greatly, greatly appreciate it for you guys hanging out with us. So again, if you got a question for Danny, and it's about to get interesting, I'm telling you, you're going to have some questions. Hey, don't be stealing my shit either. These are my questions, so you get your own, I got mine. You know what I'm saying? Don't get nervous on me, Danny. Don't get nervous on me. No, man. So Danny, before you sang with Jimmy, what was your musical background before then?
Pretty much, man. Our family, we would do a lot of variety stuff. So, but being a teenager back in the day, was a rock and roller. I love rock. I was a rocker, drummer. I'm a self-taught drummer.
So you're a drummer too. Oh.
I'm a drummer, but I do not play, not even remotely close what I used to do, because I don't practice.
Yeah,
you know, I don't practice. But back in the day, I wanted to be Neil Peart, so I was Rush.
So you were hurt
Rush.
last night.
I was Rush all the way.
You were hurt last night.
Why?
You and your feelings in some of those questions, huh? We were talking offline. We asked Renee about who his favorite drummers were.
I know. I was waiting for him to be like, oh man, Neil Peart or Dave Weckl, or you know.
And you're like,
because the way he plays.
Right.
He's an awesome drummer.
He's a beast, man. He's a beast. But that's cool, man. So you were a drummer as from a young age, or what?
I started playing drums 12, 13, or 14. My older cousin Noe, which is also my manager with this project that we're doing, he had a rock band back in the day. he's a rock drummer, and I was his roadie. So I would be the chicloso, and I would go out and hang out,
Yeah.
help set up the drums, and watch him play with those local bands. And so I was just soaking it up.
And then one day you got a drum set?
One day I got a drum set. It was beat up Tama, Swing Star, I think it was, Power Tom.
No y te lo dio? Or beat up one?
No, he probably found it. He found it off the road or something. You know, thanks for laughing out there. Thank you. And so I started practicing in the garage. And then my older brother, Rene, is a bass player, keyboard player, monster bass player. And he was fooling around and he was playing with his keyboard. And he was playing this song. And I'm like, it sounds real familiar. And he goes, hey, put drums to it. Ding, 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 ding. Imagine, right? So that was my first, just super simple.
Yeah.
And I freaked out and I'm like, oh my God, I'm playing a song. And after that, dude, I got the itch.
You were hooked.
I was hooked.
Damn.
So that's my first song ever played. Imagine.
Straight up Bob from La Bamba.
Pretty much. Yeah. All my hugs, all my kisses. Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, man. So then after that, it just took off. And then from there, my brother, my cousin were playing with their local RGV band called Kickstart back in the day. They were playing everything from Iron Maiden to Rush to Ozzy Osbourne, Motley Crue.
Hardcore
all that,
metal.
yeah. And actually, they were in the rock circle. They knew Rock and Roll James.
Okay.
Rock and Roll James
Yeah.
had his band and Sidewinder and Speed Trap and everybody out there. And so then I'm like, I want to do that. So then I made a high school rock band.
In high school, of course, right?
In junior year, senior year, I started.
All y'all were in high school.
Well, because it started off with, I was going to do a talent show. And so my junior year talent show, I got my brother Rene and I got his guitar player Jaime Cooper. And I said, hey, let's do
Así
it.
se llama el vato? Like a
Jaime Cooper.
It wasn't James Cooper. You just called him Jaime?
No, it was Jaime. It was Jaime.
Wow.
And so he was an awesome guitarist, awesome bass player. And I said, well, I want to do 2 songs for my talent show. And if I remember correctly, it was YYZ from Rush and Tom Sawyer. Puro Rush nerd. Big time Rush nerd. And mind you, that's when I was practicing 2 or 3 hours a day. I wasn't doing homework.
Hey, Danny, and you're no singing. This is just drumming.
This is just drumming.
Who was singing?
Nobody. No, my brother Rene sang.
Okay,
He sang the Tom
okay.
Sawyer. He sang Tom Sawyer. Yeah, that's right. And so then that happened. And then everybody liked it. I got more of the itch.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I wanted to make my band for my senior year. So I ended up starting a band. And then the senior year talent show, I had a 4-piece without my brother in them. It was just a small band. The singer ends up calling me a week before the talent show. Hey, bro, I'm getting scared. I can't do it. I can't do it. And I'm like, what do you mean? Right? That's every band. Every band goes through that. Hey, bro, I can't make it. And then you got to figure it out. Right?
So you had to sing.
So I'm like, okay, pues está bueno. Give me the lyrics. I mean, I didn't know the lyrics. I was just busy playing the drums.
Yeah.
So I got it, and I don't know what song it was. I'm trying to remember. Stone Temple Pilots or something like that. And I started singing and playing drums. And I'm like, whoa, dude, I can do this. I didn't know if...
That's a difficult thing to do, bro. For me, like physically thinking about that, playing drums...
Yeah.
Moving all over a drum kit and still finding a way to sing is when I see drummers sing, Chente Barrera, people like that, like, bro, those you got to be a special beast to.
I'm not as good as those guys. I mean, they're playing really good stuff and singing, and I'm like, no, I'm just gonna keep singing. I'm just gonna stay in the pocket, you know. That's when I became a Don Henley fan because I saw him playing
and singing,
and I'm like, I can do that, dude.
Yeah.
I'll just stay in the pocket and sing the song, not do anything fancy. So then we started doing that. And of course, it started moving along, rock and roll band, jamming with my brother, my other brother, David, and other good friends. Then after a while, we formed a band, a family band called Take Two variety band out of Brownsville. We did everything from weddings to bodas to
So you said variety. So that means you eventually would have to venture into some Tejano music.
Yes. But I already did. Hold on. I'm remembering right now.
See?
It's a
You
long
see
time
what
ago. Hey,
happened?
bro, this is a long time ago, dude.
We're bringing you back.
You're bringing me
We're
back,
bringing
bro.
you back to life here, bro. We're bringing you back to life right here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, dog.
So many things happen in my teens.
Uh-huh.
It's multiple stories. Everything's happening at the same time.
So there I was, 13 years old.
Roadie for a local rock band, being 15 and going to some of the nightclubs because I was with my older brother and my older cousin. Having my own band, my rock band. I'm forgetting something. Okay, so from there, a local a variety band called Nosotros out of Brownsville, and we used to call them Nazatras. Nazatras. Bro, hey, saludos a Fernando Benavides. Fernando Benavides, the Benavides family out in Brownsville, man.
So what was it called, Benny?
Nazatras.
Hey, so if you were gonna play English variety, it was Nosotros, and if it was gonna be Raza, pues nosotros.
Pues nosotros. Cambia. Yeah, dude. And so then, I got a chance to play with that band. So then I was right after high school at 19.
And you're still a drummer.
I was 18, 19, playing drums, quinceañera weddings. And it was the old school where you're the drummer and the percussion player. So I had to go to Hermes Music and buy the octopad because that's what the drummers had.
Yeah.
So you're doing the you know, you got to do the congas and the you know, the little all the little things and the claps and the cowbells and all that stuff. And right there, dude, I was playing. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm like Dave Weckl right here. You know, having a good time. Anyway, so I did that with them for about a year and a half or so. And then I went with another band that was a casino band called Naked Alley.
Hey, all these names, bro.
Yeah,
Bien
bro.
rock de madre or
Lenny Vera, Charlie Harrison, everybody out there, man. Love you guys. I did a couple of casinos in Louisiana. Streetport and all the other places, Sam's Town. And anyway, we started playing local at one of the local clubs there. And that's where they're like, hey, bro. They called me Chito. Right there. That nickname came out. Chito. Charlie gave me that name. And he's like, we need a drummer. We heard you're a drummer. Come and try out because our other drummer's going to have a hernia operation. So I was chiquito, right? I was like, well, let me.
Yeah.
What's this? What's this song? I'm like, I don't know. What is it? Just play the bass line and I'm going to follow you. I have no idea what songs these are. I'm just going to follow you. And so that's how we did it for the first week. And through the whole week, I was learning the songs while we were performing.
And that was with Nosotros.
That was with Naked Alley.
Oh, Naked Alley.
It was first Nosotros, then jumped to Naked Alley.
Got you.
Then I jammed with them for a while. Then their drummer comes back.
He's all healed up.
Yeah.
Get your ass out of here. This is my band.
Pretty much. Pretty much. And they're like, hey, bro, but we like you, bro. What else do you do? And I'm like, well, I play trombone, but I don't have the chops anymore. But I play trombone. I can play a little conga and timbale. Okay, bro, you're going to be percussion. You're auxiliary percussion. You're going to stay right here and you're going to do it. So I continued playing with them.
They just added it.
They just added it even though I wasn't good.
Yeah.
I wasn't. But, you know, we did it. And so from there, after a while, I talked to my cousin Noe and I'm like, hey, let's do a variety band. let's do a band and let's make our own party band or
Yeah.
whatever. So that's what we did. And then we did Take Two. Well, we went and started doing all the clubs, all the quinceañeras, weddings.
Y'all hit up Padre a lot? Would y'all play a lot on Padre?
We did
Island?
a lot, Padre. We did a lot of the Isla Grande.
Orale.
Yeah, but we wouldn't play the quarter deck. We wouldn't play the club. We would play the ballrooms for the private parties.
Yeah,
so
private
we would
party.
hit all the private parties and all the different resorts and all the country clubs. And all
You
that
were
stuff.
like a band they had on call. Hey, you need a band? We got these guys. Let's give them a call.
No. Well, for the hotel.
Yeah, for the
Yeah,
hotels,
for the
yeah.
hotel with the coordinators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool, man.
So from there we were playing, and then we did a house. We did a house gig at a local bar in Brownsville called Artemis Cafe, and we would play Thursday, Friday, Saturday every week or every other week, something like that. And with that gig, that's actually where I found out that Maz needed a singer, Jimmy Gonzalez,
Yeah.
at that time. Through
How old were you, Danny?
20, 23, something like that. 23.
But all this that we're talking about, you're not really singing. You're just drumming.
With our band, I was singing.
You were singing.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was
got you.
singing lead.
I got you.
Yeah, I sang lead with that, and then I would sing backups with the other bands every once in a while.
And so you found out Jimmy needed a singer?
Yeah, so then we take a break at one of the gigs, right there in Artemis, and Henry, which is Henry
So
Gonzalez,
his
which is
older
his
brother.
oldest boy.
Yeah.
He would go out there and hang out, and he's like, "Hey, Danny, bro, you guys sound pretty good, bro. Sounded good, man. Hey, my dad's looking for a singer." "Oh, really? Yeah. You should try out, bro. You should try out." "Yeah, maybe I should," because I wanted to do more than just play local. I said, I've been thinking about it.
Right.
And so then that's where it kind of connected and we took off. And then I reconnected with Mike. And I'm skipping because me and Mike used to hang out as teenagers.
Mike Gonzalez.
While I'm doing all my music stuff, let me take you back. Now we got to go back. Chingao, dude.
Este vato sin wacky a madre.
Sorry,
Hey, you
bro.
should have been here yesterday, dude. Yesterday
Sorry,
was
bro.
Wacky Wednesday. Right now we're doing Throwback Thursday, vato.
Dude, that's what we're doing, dude. Throwback Thursday. I'm sorry, man.
It's all good. Y luego,
It came back with that one question. How did it start?
it's all
right?
good. It's all good.
Okay, well, let's go back real quick. These are two different stories. Hombre, let's just keep going. We'll go back to the other one. We'll go back to the other one later.
So Henry tells you, hey, Danny, you should try out for my dad's band.
Yes.
So that's your connection into at the moment, right? Even though you let out some
I let out a
little bit, right? That
little
you hung out
something
with
there.
Mike way before.
Yes.
Because you lived in Brownsville, right?
Yes.
Take us back to, making that decision that you were going to go try out for the band.
I think for me, because of my history with Maz and knowing them when I was younger, that's why I kind of feel I need to go back.
Yeah.
I knew Mike real well. We still know each other, right? But back in the day, we were good friends. We were good high school buddies. Him and I would go. He would invite me all the time to go check out Grupo Maz play. And we were 15, 16.
I thought you were going to say that speed metal shit that he used to do.
No. Okay. So when I was doing all of my projects, right, my music projects, he was doing the Rejected. He was with the Rejected, and they got their band. They were playing. Because we were friends, playing basketball at the house, throwing the football, hanging out, doing the band stuff. He was percussion, I was trombone.
Yeah.
Same high school, Pace High School. With that connection, I got a chance to know Jimmy Gonzalez, but I didn't know him. I knew him as, well, that's Mike's dad. That's Mike's dad, or back in the day, Lee, right? They called him Lee back in the day. That's Lee's dad. And we would be playing there at the house, and I viene Jimmy in the lowrider Chevy white truck, the Silverado that he had. Pull up, and he'd just be chilling out. And then all the boys, all the Gonzalez boys, of course, would run, say hi to dad, and hang out. I would be there como chicloso, hanging out. And, hey, how you doing, mijito? You know, he'd always say hi to me, and he always, you know, Mikey's friend.
Yeah.
Mikey's friend. And that's how he knew me, you know, 15, 16, 17. I think by the time 18, after high school, we're all doing...
everybody's doing their own thing.
We're all doing our own
for
thing.
Sure.
So then anyway, we used to go see them jam out at the Villarreal Convention Center, the Roadhouse, all over the valley, all the different Mas gigs, we would go. Maybe not to all of them, but some of them.
Yeah.
You would watch Jimmy, Adolfo, Brando, Tommy, Mario on bass, everybody, man. It was great. And I'm just soaking it up. Being this little musician guy, I'm just looking at it.
Taking it all in.
Watching Joe Lopez do his magic, what he does on stage. And I think that was just great learning experience for me. So long story short, when Henry tells me about it, what about if you want to try out? I think I was ready. For me, I felt, you know what? That's an opportunity right there. I should try it.
But Danny, were you already accustomed to singing Tejano music? I mean, everything I've heard you say has all been rock. So
No. We would play.
I know the variety band.
Yeah.
You would touch a little bit of Tejano here and there, but
Yeah.
like to do. I mean, you're going with Grupo Mas, bro. Like,
I know.
You're not going with some group that just started over there in Brownsville.
Exactly.
You're going with somebody who already been in and
Yeah.
already had, you know, they had their footprint in the industry, man.
Yeah.
So here you go. You're gonna jump on board a train that's going 100 miles an hour already. Pretty much. That's what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
You're not jumping on at the train station where it's about to take off. Somebody took your ticket and you're getting on, finding your seat. No, Papa. You're starting. You're in the middle. You're in the middle of the country somewhere off the side of the railroad track, and they're picking your ass up going 100 miles an hour.
Crazy train.
Right, a crazy train, exactly. And here's this guy standing on the side of the tracks, and they snatch you up, bro.
Yeah.
How was that for you, man? Well, let's go back. Was there an actual tryout?
There was a tryout, of course. So, you know, Mike calls me. Hey, Danny, what's going on? Hey, I talked to Henry, and he told me that you're interested in trying out. We're doing tryouts, so let's get you a couple of songs if you want to do it. You know, work on them, and then we'll do a tryout.
Yeah.
So I did. Like one of those 4 or 5 songs, and this is the day, whatever. Jimmy's house. Go to Jimmy's house, and they'll do the tryout. So that's what I did. I get there, and then I'm expecting the band. Right?
Yeah.
Nobody's there. I mean, I think Mike was there. Mike was hanging out, but it was Johnny Rod with the keyboards in the living room.
Uh-huh.
And that was it.
Jimmy wasn't even there.
Jimmy wasn't there at that time. So the guys open the door. I think Johnny Rod opens the door. Hey, Danny, what's going on? I already knew him.
Yeah.
Let's go over here. Let's go over the songs. Está bueno. I think we went over Acaso No Soy. Which other ones? El juego es tuyo. And then Laura. And then there was a couple of other ones. ¿Qué será? ¿Qué será? And then No te olvidaré. We did those. So we're going over those, just me with a microphone, Johnny on keyboard. So about 30 minutes, 45 minutes pass. And then you hear Jimmy over there by the master bedroom.
You didn't know he was there?
I didn't know he was there. So here he comes, right? He's coming down the hallway and everything. And then he just pops out of the hallway. You just see this.
Yeah.
A la madre, you know? And then he goes, hey, Danny, it sounded pretty good. But now this is the real tryout. Now that he's there. Like, now this is the real tryout. Oh, shoot. I got like that real.
You got nervous.
Wait.
The pucker factor.
Yeah, dude. big time, man. I'm like, oh, damn. Okay, well, and you know, and for me, it's always been, well, what do you do? But yeah, you're already here.
You're there. You gotta do it.
You just gotta do it.
Yeah.
You gotta get it done. You know. So he sits down, and his assistant gets him the guitar and all that, hooks it all up, gives it to him. I bet Johnny, let's Laura. Like nothing. So acoustically, he's playing the guitar, he's on the keyboards, and but I'm there. Just here we go, you know?
Yeah.
And we get through it. All right, man. Yeah, sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Es huevos tuyo, or whatever ones we were drilling.
Yeah.
So we went through all of them. And he goes, what are you doing this Friday? No, pues nothing. Come do a gig with us. That way we try you out on stage and see how you do. Okay, está bueno. So we did it. And that one actually,
What was the gig at?
that gig was like probably a filler gig. It was a gig somewhere in Raymondville or Harlingen, which was cool because it was low key in a way.
Yeah.
But the next night he's like, okay, we're gonna do another one tomorrow night, where that's gonna be Sombrero Fest in Brownsville, main stage. We're the main act. Okay. Pues, okay. What do I say?
Hey, but in front of your hometown, fool.
I know, dude. So I'm like, damn, here we go, man. So we go, man. And dude, the test, I mean, not only you're in front of probably like 10,000 people, right? At the park. But that day was a storm, cold front, everything. You see the rain once you're by the stage, the lights, you see the rain going this way. And it was like 38 degrees, 30 something.
And people,
I mean, for Brownsville, it's like, it's cold with the rain and everything.
People were still there?
People just chilling out, packed. And it got to the point where it was like, hey, team huddle, guys, with this weather and everything, you want to cancel or no? Or we do it. And the whole band, no, but let's do it. We're here. Let's go. So we get up there, man, and we do it. And that's when you felt the energy of the Maz.
Of the people, right?
That's
their hometown band, bro.
Yeah. Damn. Just going at it. So you're up there on stage and you're kind of like surreal. You're freaking out. You're kind of like, no, I got to stay focused. You know,
Danny, and how for the fans of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, right? Our friends from Wacky Wednesday, take us back to what it feels like, man. Because you just said something that just turned a light bulb off in my head. You know, when you feel that all the music hitting you right here, you practice in front of Jimmy, John Rod, keyboards. You know, Jimmy on guitar. You do a small gig, but now you're in front of all these people. That's an energy.
Oh yeah.
And then probably the sound system and then the monster musicians you have around you giving you all of that, right? How did it feel for you, bro?
It's just, it's out of this world feeling.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, I'm here. What the heck am I doing here? I can't believe I'm here. All that's going through your head.
Yeah, yeah.
And at the same time, hey, focus. Like, all of that is just... You know what I mean? It's like, it's a lot to take in, but you're taking it in. And, you know, and then for me, it's like, Jimmy, I got Rebecca Valadez.
Oh my here. God, another monster.
Rebecca. You know, you got Mike on drums. You have Johnny Rod on keyboards, Javi Padilla on keyboards, The Rock, you know, Albert.
Albert on percussion.
Yeah,
right?
on percussion. Both at different times, Homero Esquivel and Frankie Caballero. Just going at it and doing their twists and, you know, doing all their
stuff that they do. Yeah, for sure.
You know, and then Tommy Gonzalez too at that time was helping out and he was playing.
Yeah, man.
So it's like you're with a lot of heavy hitters.
So Danny, how many years total? How many years total did you do with Jimmy?
With the first run, I did 1, 2, 3, about 3.5 years. I think it was 3 years, maybe 3.5 years. 2001, 2002, 2003. Yeah, by 2004, I was
1, 2, 3. You're done. You're out.
Well, I was done just because I'm like, man, I know I'm doing this and I'm having fun and it's great. But at the same time, in the back of my mind, I want to have a plan B. I want to have a plan B other than just being a musician, playing on stage.
You wanted something else.
Yeah.
So that's when you went school time.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Well,
but then you go to school and then you're working over here and then you're doing this and you're making good money and you're doing whatever. And then you're just like, there's something
missing.
There's something missing. And I know for me, it's like, it's music. It's music.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm always going to leave it, but I'm always going to have to come back.
And Danny, let me ask you before we go on a break. Let me ask you, when I think of a vocalist for Jimmy Gonzalez, like when, we say Danny Ortiz, former vocalist of Jimmy Gonzalez y Grupo Más, like Jimmy sang a lot of those songs. You know what I mean? How would they fit you? You were primer voz, segunda voz?
Okay, so I was segunda or tercer voz, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was there to be a backup vocalist, which I was. And then Jimmy was there. This is my understanding.
Yeah.
I'm here to promote. I'm here to sing my songs, all the new songs that are coming out, the Jimmy G songs.
Yeah.
But our fans want to hear the old songs. He's like, that's where you fit in, Danny. I want you to sing the good classics. I want you to get out there. You're gonna do the Joe Lopez songs.
I got you.
Yeah.
That makes sense
Now, if I want to sing it, move out of the way. I'm going to sing it, and I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, hey, dude, you're the boss, man.
Hey, so you could just tell.
I could tell.
Like on stage, like if he took over a song, you in your ears, you could probably be like, hey, okay, I need to kick back a little bit.
Right away.
That's freaking crazy.
Yeah,
man.
dude. I would always read him.
You could read his body language.
You can read it. You can read it. And also, the way he just carries himself on the mic. He gets closer. It's like, what?
Damn, bro.
Back up.
And we're going to get into that. I'm sure Danny has some funny, amazing stories on the road with Grupo Más. We'll see what teeth we can pull out some stories. Eddie, we're doing What's Bumper Bumping tonight. All right. So I don't know if you paid attention, but we started doing this little segment that we do, brought to you by our good friend, right? The G right there, 830-281-0538, Jammin' G, 830-281-0538. He's out there in the Pleasanton area, Jammin' G. If you guys need a DJ, you can hit him up. But he also does a lot of events there in that area, neck of the woods. So one saludos to him, and he's been sponsoring our segment of What's Bumper Bumping. So we try to bring new music, whether it's new artists or existing artists, but we just some new music that's out there. Maybe you haven't had a chance to hear it, and you're watching Wacky Wednesday, so here's your chance to hear some new music.
It's time to check out What's Bumper Bumping.
No te deseo el mal, pero él te va a engañar con otra, será con otra y recordarás de cómo tú te reías el día en que estuve en tu lugar. Y no lo dudo, te lo aseguro. No te deseo el mal, pero él te va a engañar con otra y será con otra y recordarás
What's bumper
Lo
bumping?
que me motiva es el que me descontrola cada que tú me miras. Tú eres la que me altera cuando entramos en calor. Con ese booty booty baby mata la presión y dale voy, voy, voy. Me tiene delirando, bebé, con ese cuerpo, wey, hoy, hoy, hoy. Acércate un poquito, bebé, que te quiero tener. Dale para atrás, pa' adelante y para atrás, pa' adelante y para atrás. Y dale para atrás, pa' adelante y para atrás, pa' adelante y para atrás. Y dale para atrás, pa' adelante y para atrás, pa' adelante y para atrás.
And that is this week's What's Bumper Bumping.
It's gonna be a Cinco de Mayo weekend Tex-Mex violent celebration like no other at the WC Social Club, West Chicago. Saturday, May 3rd, Midwest Conjunto Promotions presents desde Laredo, Texas, Tony, Tigre Science y La Rosa de Oro.
Te irá mejor sin mí.
Tony, Tigre Science y La Rosa de
Que
Oro.
maldito licor se me agota y no el dolor en mi alma.
DJ Deluxe will be spinning the jam, and Bumper Gomez from Bumper's Wacky Wednesday is your special MC. Dance from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. $35 gets you in. 18 and over welcome. The WC Social Club, 920 Roosevelt Road, West Chicago, Illinois. En vivo, desde Laredo, Texas, Tony Tigre Science y La Rosa de Oro.
Dime si soy
Saturday, May 3rd, Cinco de Mayo weekend. Brought to you by MidwestTejanoRadio.com and Midwest Conjunto Promotions. Don't miss it.
Lleva tu música al siguiente nivel con bajos sextos M3. Bajos sextos y bajo quintos, 100% profesionales, hechos a mano con la mejor calidad. Perfectos para cubrir todas tus necesidades musicales y a precios accesibles. Llama ahora al 2102-041903 o búscalos en Facebook e Instagram. Bajo Sextos M3. La música comienza aquí.
Yo, what up? It's your boy DJ Kane, the original vocalist of the Cumbia Kings, and yo, stay right here. Get wacky on a Wednesday with my boy, Bumper. You know what time it is.
Kane's a character, bro. I love that dude, man. He's funny as hell. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, man, we're here with my good friend, Mr. Danny Ortiz, all the way from Austin, Texas. Former vocalista of Jimmy Gonzalez y Grupo Más back in the day. And it was just starting to get hot, but we had to show you guys, what's bumper bumping. And, man, those are some jams, Eddie. Yeah. Those are some jams, dude. Hey, what do you think, Danny? Should we give Eddie a camera, bro?
Yes.
Right? I think so too, dude. I think so too, but he just refuses to. It's hard to even get
I'm just going to be looking at my iPad the whole time.
No, man. So it was just getting good, man. So here you are, Danny. We talked about it like jumping on what'd you call it? The crazy train, bro. You jump on this train. And to give everybody like a little feedback, like you got to remember that Jimmy Gonzalez is his inner circle was pretty much his sons. Mm-hmm. Like they ran everything, you know what I mean? So you're pretty much coming into what I consider a family business, right? A family function, and everybody had their part. You know, you know, Mike's one of my best friends, man. So, you know, sometimes he'll come over and we'll open a bottle of tequila and like we'll start at 8 o'clock in the evening. And the next thing you know, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and the bottle's gone and we're just like, fuck, what else is tequila? But to be honest, I never pressure any stories. But when he starts talking, I'm so intrigued, bro, because me and my wife are huge Jimmy Gonzalez fans, right? And when Mike goes off like on a viaje about, I'm just like, wow, dude, that must have been. But for him, for you, I mean, you guys lived it, so it's different. You know what I mean? It was something you were doing every weekend. Yeah, you were on the road, you were on the bus, and then, dude, you said a name. I mean, Rebecca Valadez. What a wonderful person, personally, but just an amazing vocalist. To me, Rebecca Valadez is a vocalist in our genre that never got her dues. I think like she's just, some of her things that I've heard are just freaking phenomenal, bro. Mm-hmm. but just a very funny, quirky person, right? Like she's unique. She's unique, right?
She's fun.
Yeah, she's fun. Like
fun personality.
You have to be on your toes at all times when you're around Rebecca Valdez. So here you are, bro. You jump on the crazy train, and you got to see things and be around the family and go around all over the United States and Mexico and bring Tejano music to all these people, man. How was life like that for you, bro?
It was, I mean, it's amazing to be a part of a band that plays nothing but hit after hit.
And they still say that. That's still hit after hit.
Yeah. I would say something on stage. I can't remember it, but it's something like "Mas hits for eternity" or something like that. I said something like that. I used to say something like that. And Jimmy would look at me and be like, yeah, pretty much. Like, we just keep going. Like we can do a 4 or 5 hour concert straight and not repeat a song.
Yeah,
and not repeat a song. That's a great catalog. But playing that stuff for me, I think for me, I felt more connected because I'm Hispanic. You could play the rock, you could play everything and everything. But until I got that experience playing with them and seeing the people enjoy it and love it, I kind of like became, hey, you know what, dude? I am Tejano. I love this stuff because it makes me feel I'm connected. It's a connection. And for me, I think that's what it did for me.
And at this time, you're how old? 24, 25?
24, 23, 24, 25.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there because here on the show, I've always tried to explain or try to find this formula that we always talk about. Like we're missing, Tejano always missing that 15 to 25-year-old. If you stop to think, like from the way, probably your primo more, but growing up, like the 15-year-olds, they were at all the bailes. They were, and now it's not like that. It's very different, right? In the Tejano genre. Mm-hmm. But here you are, part of this crazy train, part of Grupo Mas, Jimmy Gonzalez, legendary artist, and you're finding yourself. And the reason I stopped you because it means a lot to me, and I want the people to know that when you say, hey, you know what, here I played all this variety music and I love rock, right? But to see the people interact with you, and it made you proud to be who you are and what we stand for.
Yep.
And that's important. I've always said that, I think, especially for males, and I'm speaking of me and Jim, I'm a little different because I mean, you can ask anybody that's known me my whole life. Tejano has always been my primary music, even as a kid. Like, it was weird. Like, I was one of those kids that I loved Tejano music. But I loved other music too. But I had friends that were like, hey, dude, why are you listening to that, bro? You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with it? It's who we are. I'm proud to be Mexicano. I'm proud to be Tejano. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But here, as I started doing the show and I started seeing things, I always see, when you start seeing people come back and find their culture, it's always a male about between 24 and 27 years old. Because in life, if you stop to think when you were that age, in life, your life starts changing. You're like, hey, you know what, man, I'm not this punk kid anymore. Like, I got to figure out what the hell I'm going to do in life. Like, who am I? Who are you as a person? And I feel that sometimes a lot of that generation, that age group, as a male, they find themselves like, hey, dude, this is who I am. This music is who I am. These are my people. This is
your culture.
This is your culture, right? And it's cool. And you understand that, you're never going to stop loving the rap or whatever you listen to, right? But this is our identity. This is who we are. And then you start seeing people, like, they'll change. Like, hey, man, you know what? I'm going to wear any Chuck Taylors anymore. I'm going to put on some boots, maybe, whatever. Yeah. And I se queda, right? Like, and they go and they end up, again, never stop loving what you loved before, but I think you just embrace our culture more at that age. and you start seeing it. I didn't mean to cut you off, but that's as soon as you said that, it made my hairs and my arms stand up because that's what I think. I tell people that all the time. Like, I think it just a male finds himself at that 24 to 27, and they figure out what they want to do, and you think like, what does music got to do with what? Hey man, it's who we are. It's our cultura. You know what I'm saying? So again, you can keep going. You know what
Thanks,
I mean?
brother.
Yeah.
What do I say?
Where were you at?
I have
What was
no
I
idea.
doing? No, man. You were talking about, there you are connecting with the, being on stage with these guys, with these monster musicians, you know what I mean? And you're getting this feedback. But my thing is like, you played Tejano with the variety bands, but now you're playing hits, bro.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
There's a difference of playing songs like as a cover band, and then going and playing the songs that have been recorded and played on radio, and now playing with the band that did all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's got to.
Quien iba a pensar, and all that stuff was.
Jimmy made nothing but hits, bro.
He did.
Jimmy Grammy Gonzalez for no reason.
Great producer, great ear, great. He could hear a song in the studio, and it's just starting, and you're just getting things going, and he's just sitting back. And he's like, "This is gonna be a hit. This is gonna be a hit song." Like he already knew the song was gonna be great
before he was even finished,
and not for him, but for the fans. He's like, "This is gonna be a good song for them. They're gonna love it. They're gonna love it."
And working in the studio with them, or was it Danny? You're gonna come in. This is your day to come in.
It was a combination. I was there from the beginning on certain songs. Danny, you're just gonna come in, or we just be there sitting there because Maz is not going anywhere. Right, we're stuck there for 2-3 days.
Yeah.
Doing studio work. So. We're just checking it out. We're just checking out the song, how he's making it go. One song in particular was what's the title of it? Dime que me quieres. Dame un minuto.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dame un minuto. We're hanging out in San Antonio at his condo, and half the band took off home or whatever. I stayed behind. I think Mike was there. Me, Johnny Rod, Javi, and Jimmy. Right, kind of staying there for a couple of days. And so then Johnny's there in the home studio playing his keyboard, and he starts doing the sailing, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, "Oh, dude, that's a badass song. That's right, I remember that song. It's pretty good." And you hear Jimmy in the other room. "Johnny, a ver, keep playing it." "Play what?" "Esa, what you're doing, the keyboard part." And then he gets excited. He comes to the studio room, and a ver, what are you doing over there? "Hey, esa canción es de Christopher Cross, no? Es de la canción Sailing. Play it." So Johnny's there doing it. And then Johnny's going through the chord progressions of the song and everything.
Yeah.
And he's like, no. Just go back to the... Just keep playing it. Now hit record. And then from there, he got that part. He goes, that's all he wants. Because he's not going to go and cover a song.
Yeah.
He's no. That's a little icing. That's a little something that's a hook. He's going to put the hook.
Can you ring it up? Can you ring it up, Eddie? Keep going.
Oh,
We're gonna have him.
So then he's like, "Hey, Johnny, give me the guitar and all that." So he starts. He's like, "Now put a cumbia beat to it." So Johnny ended up with the keyboard, right? Just starting to come it up. And he got the chorus right away. He was like, just mumbling things. Just, "Okay, record it. Give me the microphone so we don't forget it." And just started layering tracks. Dude, him and Johnny were there, started like at 10 at night. I think we finished at 4 in the morning.
With that song?
The song wasn't complete, but the structure was already there. And he was already trying to write, because he wrote that song. He wrote the lyrics to that song. And they started messing with horn parts, and I was there. I was a chicloso. I was just chilling out.
Imagine that, bro.
I was there chilling out, drinking beers and just soaking it up.
But Danny, think about that, bro. Like that, you were there. History is being made.
I know.
This is a song that's gonna be forever embedded in Tejano music.
Yeah.
And you were there from the actual, like, just bullshitting, and it turned into that.
Yeah.
That's freaking wild, bro. That's
one
wild,
of the few
dude.
songs that I was there the moment they started creating it.
And Johnny Rod, dude, that dude's a beast too.
And Johnny
bro.
Rod is like, "What do you want?" And he just goes crazy on the
But
keyboard.
you know one thing about Johnny Rod, dude, when I hung out with Mike, when he was with Mike for a while, I got to know him a little bit. Johnny Rod is one of those guys that's just he's artistic.
Mm-hmm.
There's some dudes that are musicians that can play, but then there's some dudes that are just artistic, bro. Like they can feel what you, and you're just like, yes, that's what I got from that guy.
Yes,
You
that's
know what I
Johnny.
mean? That's wild,
And
bro.
so Johnny is the one that helped me out with Muñeca.
On your
My song,
single.
Muñeca
Yeah.
de Cristal. That's out there. Yeah.
So Danny, what do you have a band right now, or right now you're just kind of working on getting singles out?
Right now, I'm just doing studio work and getting singles, but slowly prepping, slowly kind of seeing what's going out, who's going to be a good musician that I can use.
Hey Danny, and so the years of you being you were out, you know, we say you were kind of gone for a little bit, life. Right, we called it life. In that time, did anybody ever come knocking and be like, "Hey, Danny, we need a vocalist, or we need, like, know, you think you take this job or what?"
Yeah, I got a couple of calls. I know the one that called me was what's his last name? Isaac, the guitar player. He was a guitar player for Bobby Pulido.
Okay.
I forget his last name. He called my house, or my mom's house at that time. And my mom's like, "Un muchacho quiere hablar contigo y algo de un grupo que va a hacer o no sé qué." So I called him at that time. But for me, it was fresh.
You just left Jimmy?
Yeah, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, what's going on?" "Yeah, dude, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity. But right now,
I'm focusing on myself."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And probably some other guys called, but I can't remember.
You can't remember them all?
Yeah.
Man, well, you know, I don't ever do this, but I want to, just so people can understand where I'm coming from. You know, me and Mike, we sometimes we go into some deep conversations, man. You know what I mean? And when your name has ever been brought up, that guy's always been like, "Hey, dude, that dude is he's a hidden treasure, right? He's a hidden gem. Like if he was to really, if he was really to stop doing everything he's doing and like the dude would freaking be phenomenal. But
awesome.
But life, right? Like this life happens, and you got to take care of things, man. It's just the way things happen. Danny, being in Grupo Más, man, being on the bus, were you? And again, we talked about it being a family deal. Did you ever feel like the bastard stepchild, or they embraced you? And
no, man, you know the guys, they embraced me. Yeah,
that's cool.
All the way.
That's cool.
I felt like a primo, like a brother.
Yeah.
Always chilling out, always inviting me. Hey, let's go do this, let's do that. I would sit there with conversations. Jimmy would come in. We'd all talk about whatever.
Yeah.
You know, barbecues. We're always barbecuing. even at the hotel.
That's what Mike says. He can finish you forgot to finish the thing at 2 or 3 in the morning.
Bro, dude.
You know? And again, I've only my experience in the Valley. Like when I've gone with Mike. Matter of fact, a Sombrero Fest. I went with them to the Valley. They performed with the Iconics, and I went with them, and then we went back to Rocky Beltran's house. And dude, it's like 2:15, 2:30 in the morning, bro. Mm-hmm. Right? I'm like, okay, we're all in the van driving back to Edinburgh from Brownsville, and I'm just like, okay, they're gonna hit up a Whataburger. We'll eat, and then everybody go probably drink a couple of beers and go to sleep, right?
And then you pass the Whataburger.
Yeah, dog. And then you pass another Whataburger and another Whataburger. And he's just like, dude, these fools ain't gonna stop, dog. Nope. Right? So we what do you call it? We get to Rocky's house and they're like, hey, we're gonna start the grill. And I'm like, what, fool? It's like 2:30 in the morning. By the time the charcoal, the mesquite's ready, and hey, bro, they're making salsa, guacamole, arroz. Dude, we eat, it's like 4:15 in the morning, right?
Breakfast, and put some eggs on it, might as well.
You would eat and then freaking crash out. You know what I'm saying? So
and then you eat that for lunch.
Yeah,
when you wake up, it's
everybody
all
would eat it ready to rock and roll, man.
That's how you do it.
And so who do you out of the brothers, who do you think is like the meanest of all of them? I'll tell you mine.
It depends.
No, dude, mine to this day is Junebug, dog.
Why?
Ese vato, bro, he loves me. We have a love-hate relationship, right? Matter of fact, I know he's probably talking shit because I haven't called him and it's been a while. But for a point there, I would talk to him at least once a week, right? But Junebug's one of those guys. Once he knows your weak rib, te lo va a picar. However he can, if he knows you got a weak, he's gonna go right there, right?
That's why you're not supposed to have a weak spot.
Like every time I post something like, "Hey, we're gonna have Danny Ortiz on the show," you know what his comment is? It could be anybody, bro.
Kaido.
No, Kaido or he'll put Queen of the South is on Wednesdays. Queen of the South. Sorry, I won't be watching. I'm watching Queen of the South. No, but you know what? Getting to know the family, bro. They're all their own individuals, and they're just a great family, bro. Their mother Yoli, like everybody, bro. They've been so since day one. I've had Junebug was one of my very first big time guests that I had in Tejano. That they said yes, that they would do the interview and stuff. And then, like I said, I got to know Mike. But you were around them, dude, around in the music wise, and everybody was together. So that's why I was kind of excited to have you on the show.
We would always hang out, man. Always. You finish your gig, you come back from the weekend. We're in San Antonio. Hey, let's go to Fast Eddie's. We're gonna go play. Let's go pool. Let's go do pool and drink some beers and hang out, and we'll see where it goes. And then you get back, and you start the barbecue. And then other people just start showing up, just random people.
Hey, it's 10:30. Let's stop at HB, get some fajitas. Motherfucker, it's 10:30 at night, dog.
Yes. Yay.
Man. Hey, Danny, and so how would Rebecca being with you guys, like, would she go on the bus with you guys and everywhere y'all would go?
Yeah. Most of the time she was on the bus with us. Sometimes she would go with her mom.
Yeah.
And then they would go and
meet wherever y'all were gonna be at.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She would always have her suite. She always have her rooms, suite, and the guys are all montonados, hanging out and partying and just doing whatever we do. So she would behave, but
and you guys over there being
we were the guys just doing the guy stuff,
doing guy shit.
Yeah.
If there was one memory you have of being a part of that organization, being with Jimmy and all those great hits that they made, what is a moment? I mean, you just went through one of them, like hearing him when he's like, "Hey, keep playing it," like that's special. But something that that you'll never ever forget, bro. That the people would. It's great. It's a great story. I'm sure you got many of them.
I'm trying to think right now, dude, of like a specific one. I'm drawing blanks right now.
Wow.
Well, I mean, it's because everything. I know it might sound cheesy, but all the moments were just great from stage, hanging out, doing all your stuff from stage to hanging out, from being on the road. It was just like a family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just great. It wasn't, for me, it was never, oh man, I gotta go. Oh, I gotta go do it.
It's like, hell yeah, here we go.
Mike's gonna come pick me up. We gotta go to San Antonio. And then from San Antonio, we're gonna get on the bus. And then from the bus, we gotta go to New Mexico. And then we're gonna trickle all the way down.
Back.
Jimmy's like, Danny, you ready? We're gonna do a 14-day straight. Ay, Diosito.
Really, bro?
Yeah. And we will get tired. Even me, I was just backups. I'm like, dude. We would do, New Mexico. Then we'd trickle down to the Panhandle, right?
Yeah.
Then we're in Amarillo, Lubbock, and then we hit all west, Odessa, Midland, go all the way down, and then we go to Dallas, and then from Dallas, we do probably a smaller town. Then we do Houston, Austin, San Antonio, Beeville, Corpus Christi, Kingsville. Like, we would hit them all. Damn. And then they're like, hey, we have an important gig. It's Saturday. That's the last day. Saturday. Browntown. Oh, you Diosito.
You get to come home, man.
But with all of that work, my voice and all of us, your stamina just build up because you're just
going at it over and over again.
No, right now, I go do a gig, I'm all dead. No, it's because it's going back to training.
For the people watching,
and I'm
bro,
not training.
For the people watching, like, people don't understand that. Like, it's tough to sing 2 nights in a row, 3 nights in a row.
It is.
You think of guys like Jay Bettis and all these dudes that have these great voices, and they sometimes they'll do a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like, you have to build. There's got to be some serious scar tissue built up on those vocal cords.
It's battle scars, but also it's your diet. Now that we're older, now the diet really comes into effect. You're not Superman. You're not young. You can't be partying.
Hey, Danny, you're big health. You're big. I mean, because you live in Austin now. Then now when you cross into the Austin city limits, now if you're kind of husky, everybody looks at you. It's not like all the other cities. When you're like skinny, everybody's like, "Ay, ¿quién es este vato?" Right? Because we're all husky. And then we go to Austin, it's the opposite, bro. If you're husky, they're like, "Hey, pues, ¿qué tienes, bro? You're supposed to be fit. You live in Austin. You take care of yourself like that?"
No, I try to.
I try to.
On working out, I'm trying to get back into it. So I don't know. I don't eat that much these days. I mean, I do eat, but I don't eat the way I used to eat.
Pizza, hot dogs, barbecue.
I can't, bro. I'm over here, baked chicken, rice. Or maybe my baked chicken is my barbecue, right? I'll go and barbecue chicken, then I got my chicken for the week.
Man, I gave up soda, Red Bull, rice, bread, and I'm hurting, dog. I'm hurting, fool. Easter.
No barbacoa, Big Red, and Cheetos.
No pickles, fool. Not Cheetos.
You don't need Cheetos, though?
Hell no. Now you started talking those. You started talking.
Hey, you can put pickles, but then have your little bag of Cheetos
on the side.
On the side.
I gotta try that.
You don't eat it with every bite. You eat it. You take 2 bites or whatever, and then you just get a couple of Cheetos in the Big Red. And then you get a barbacoa.
And then he said Big Red at that, dude. Even that, no Big Red. I gotta wait Easter come on. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna get a Big Red high come Easter Sunday, bro. I'm gonna drink about a gallon of Big Red, dude. Well, hey, if you guys are looking for a DJ for a quinceañera, a wedding, anything like that, me and Eddie have these 2 guys, and they're okay. No, hombre, estos vatos son. Right, these guys are top notch. De Luna Entertainment, right there. Bad Boy Josh, Bad Boy Al. 210-739-7107. That's 210-739-7107. Call for any of your bookings. They've done all of my parties. They've done my graduation parties. They've done. I didn't graduate, but my kids graduated. They've done graduation parties. They've done my birthday party. Any events that we've had, these guys always jump through hoops to help us out. So un saludos to Al and Josh, Linda, their whole family. If you guys need a great DJ, shows up on time, tell them what you need. They got the light. They got it all, man. Let them know what you need. The Luna Entertainment. Hit them up. 210-739-7107. How many houses do you own? You own like 4 or 5 houses?
3.
Damn. Well, if you want to own the 4th, call my boy Rick Balderrama, baby. Shout out to Rick. I think he's on the plane on the way to Italy or some. Man, he sent me this thing. The dude's on his way to Italy. You imagine that? He's taking all our mortgage. No, he's not. He's going to Italy. Un saludos to Rick Balderrama, mortgage loan officer, right, for Vantage Bank. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have, say you're older and you got some kids in the 20s, maybe looking at buying a home, this is the guy you want to call. If you're in your 30s and 40s and you've never bought a home, you don't even know what an escrow is. You don't look. We've all been there. We know that. This guy has all your answers, and he's one of us, man. He's raza. He's a great Tejano artist, great Tejano vocalist. Rick Balderrama, 210-363-3584. If you buy a house, a new home buyer right now, if depending on your credit, you can get as low as 6% interest rate right now. All you got to do is give him a call. Rick Balderrama, 210-363-3584. All right. That's coming up. No, that was last week. No, that was last week. Hey, Eddie, that was last week.
7-day special.
No, we did get a brand new. We got a brand new plumbing company that came on board with us, and ABM Plumbing Services, and we're working. These guys right here, man. They're big fans of Tejano music. Chris Medina works with these guys. If you're looking for a job, if you got some guys out there that are looking for a job, you want to be an apprentice, a plumbing apprentice, right? Hit up ABM Services, man. They're just a great company. They've jumped on board. We've been waiting to get them on board with Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. I'm trying to get you. Let's see, Eddie, take it off of me, Eddie. No, hold on. I got it right here. Danny, can you do a commercial or no?
What kind of commercial you want me to do?
You can do anything, bro.
What's
Anything.
up, bro?
No, nothing crazy. No, man. So they're looking again. If they're looking to hire, so if you guys are looking to get into the plumbing business, hit them up. ABM Services. You can hit them up at 210-216-7998. That's 210-216-7998. They'll help you guys out. Or if you're looking for a plumbing company, man, hit them up. They're brand new sponsors of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. We look forward to working with them and doing great things in Tejano music. So we're back.
I thought you couldn't read your phone.
Well, did you see where it was at? Oh,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It's about the 5-foot clearance.
The 3.5 foot. I put it. Yeah. But hey, dude, LASIK's been holding on.
I want to get, bro. I'm going blind.
You're not going. blind,
Am I?
You're not going.
Do I
blind.
have to do that? Or no?
You're not going blind. You're not going blind. I promise you.
Bro,
I
want to try. I'm gonna try contacts. But I'm scared of putting things in my eye.
You've never worn contacts,
dude. I try to do it and I freak out.
Well, I'm the same. I'm the same way.
I'm still practicing. I'm still trying. Like right now, I'm blind. I can't see anything. Yo ando bien ciego. Gacho.
Oh, hey, look, there's Rick. Because I leave to Italy Saturday morning. I need my bumper shirt to rock and roll. We're going to take care of you. I'll hit up Gibby. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want a Bumpers Wacky Wednesday cap, Wacky Wednesday shirt, hit us up on Messenger. We'll send you to our merch guy. We got a merch guy. He takes care of all our merchandise. Un saludos to the Gibster, right? Mr. Gilbert Alaman. He does a lot of Tejano artists. Is that a word, dude? Artists? Or Tejano artist?
How about Tejano?
It's Tejano artist.
What's going on,
So
dude?
it's not with 2 S's?
What's going on, Joseph?
Not artist.
Good to see you, brother.
Artists.
Thanks for sticking.
It's apostrophe S?
Artists.
Artist. Hey, is this guy's you brought a teacher with you or what? Way up?
This guy used to be a teacher. He was my teacher.
Pinche AC Jones, Bevo, Texas
bro,
is coming
he was
down
my
right
teacher.
now.
my government teacher back in the day.
For real?
Dude, I got an A.
Neta, you were
I
the guy.
passed. Yeah.
Wow. Hey, I think we need a government teacher in DC right now, fool. You ain't doing nothing. Joke. It was just a joke. It was just a joke. Well, here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, we also like to put the guest on the not uncomfortable, but I'm going to tell you this. I will tell you, I'll be honest with you. A lot of artists will not just come out and sing a song on a show live. They just won't do it. And everybody has their own reasons, right? They all have their own reasons why they won't do it. And I'm okay with it. But then there's some that'll come and be like, hey, dude, a mic's a mic. Let me go to town here, right? Danny, you up to sing some songs or no?
Let me try one. Let me try one right now.
Try one.
I'm a little tired. I'm a little.
Here it comes. Here it comes. I have allergies.
Hold on.
I'm tired.
Hold on. How the acoustics? Okay.
They're heavier on this side than they are on that side over there.
Yeah, man. Why not? I'll try it.
Somebody, Joey Teguma said, y'all need a light show for the next episode. Chinga, laser lights.
Yes, I agree.
Well, I tell you what.
I need smoke.
Next time we have Danny Ortiz on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, it's probably going to be in Browntown.
Let's do it.
At an undisclosed location with the band. And Joey, we'll bring you with us and you can do the lights and all that. You can do all that shit that you want to talk about. So what song you want to sing, bro? All my exes live in Texas? Or no, esa no.
No.
What do you got, Eddie? What do you got spun up
What do you
over
got,
there?
Eddie? What do you got? Throw one at me.
Yo te entro lugar en muñeca de cristal.
Let's do the hay otra. A ver, let me try it. Me. You. Oh man, I haven't done this song in many years.
I'm gonna go back to that comment.
El eco de tu adiós se escucha todavía. Mi vida sin tu amor parece una mentira. No sé si fue un error. Las cosas así son. Pero es muy tarde ya. Hace tiempo que entregué mi corazón. Hay otra en tu lugar. Perdóname, mi amor. Ya no podía seguir llorando por tu adiós. Hay otra en tu lugar. No sé si es lo mejor, pero me hace sentir muy cerquita de Dios. Hay otra aquí en mi vida, pero tú te llevaste mi amor.
You liking the bumper? You liking it?
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Hay otra en tu lugar. Tú me dejaste solo, queriendo un día olvidar. Casi me vuelvo loco.
No sé si fue un error. Las cosas así son. Pero es muy tarde ya. Hace tiempo que entregué mi corazón. Y grande fue la herida y pude continuar. No es fácil olvidar un gran amor. Tu recuerdo va conmigo aquí en mi corazón. Espero un día más igual. Hay otra en tu lugar. Perdóname, mi amor. Ya no podía seguir llorando por tu adiós. Hay otra en tu lugar. No sé si es lo mejor, pero me hace sentir muy cerquita de Dios. Hay otra aquí en mi vida, pero tú te llevaste mi amor.
Wow! Hell yeah, bro!
Oh my God,
Danny!
bro, I haven't done that song.
Danny!
And I don't know how many
why
years.
in the hell did you go into hiding, Wayne?
Oh, dude, I don't know, man. Hey,
Dude,
bro, but I'm
let
here.
me call that business
Hey,
professor. He should have
but I'm
been. He
here.
should have told you to like, hey, dude, you need to follow this path right here.
Get
dog.
get out of my classroom. Get out of my classroom. I heard the tour bus is out there. Allá afuera.
The music class is about 3 classes down the hallway. Damn, bro, te inventaste this way. That was badass, dude.
Woo!
You got it out of the way. You ready? You broke it
Man.
in. You ready to rock and roll?
Man.
People were loving it, bro. That's awesome.
Thank you guys. Thank you, everybody.
But it's not as
Gracias.
awesome as this. It's not as awesome as this. Take us back to the time. There's a rumor out there. And now that I have you in the studio, I want to kill the rumor. There's a rumor out there, Way, that you were body slammed by a wrestler in a hotel, dude. I don't know how true that is.
Bro, where are you getting this news from, dude?
It's Wacky Wednesday, homie. I don't
Man,
know.
Throwback Thursday.
Throwback Thursday, dog.
Man, you're out of control.
I'll tell you, we'll give you a hint right there since you can't read. You can't see.
I can't even read that, bro.
Joseph Gonzalez says, hey, say the story when you got
Choch.
body slammed by the wrestler in
Choche.
Corpus.
That's funny he brings it up because you were telling me, hey, what's
a moment that
a moment
yeah.
or whatever. I know it's probably not a performance moment. Well,
no, but it's
somewhat of a performance.
Yeah.
But so we were in Corpus Christi, and we played a concert that same night. WWF was wrestling right down the road. And we were like, oh, dude, they're wrestling. We're playing. Chingao. We want to go check it out over there off of Shoreline Boulevard. So we do our gig and everything. And then we're like, well, let's go back to the hotel room and let's have a good time.
Yeah.
So we're getting to the hotel. We're in the lobby. We're settling in. And, dude, we see these people walking, like, right on the corner of our eye. We see, like, these big shadows, like big
monsters
coming in. And we turn around, and all of us are freaking out. We're like, dude, that's China. And, dude, China was at least a foot taller than all of us. She was a big girl.
Yeah.
And then you see Rey Mysterio come, and then you see the Giant coming in. And, dude, that guy already looked huge, and he was way out there. So we're there, and then we're there hanging out, and then Rey Mysterio ends up saying something like, hey, ustedes son de Grupo Más, or de Jimmy Gonzalez.
Rey Mysterio and you, Jimmy Gonzalez?
Yeah, bro. And then so he starts talking to Junebug and Choche and everybody. And he's like, hey, I want to autograph or I want to meet
Jimmy.
Jimmy or whatever.
Yeah.
So, of course, we were all talking and like, yeah, man, we'll figure it out. We'll hook it up or whatever. So the elevator opens and he tells the guys, voy with these guys over here or whatever. Boom, boom, boom. So all of us are in the elevator, the band. Rey Mysterio comes in. And maybe Joseph can help me out. I forgot the wrestler, the big dude, the Güerito.
The Big Show.
Was it the Big
The
Show?
Big Show.
No,
Brock
it
Lesnar?
was Brock Lesnar. Yeah, Brock Lesnar.
Holy
Brock Lesnar's a part of it too. And then he gets in the elevator and they're like, hey, we're going to go hang out with Mas to the other wrestlers. And they're in the lobby, right in front of the elevator. And then I think Brock and them were like, tell China, hey, China, come on, let's go. Let's hang out. Let's hang out with the guys. China gets in the elevator too. And I know I'm missing some other guys.
Bro, all of the big, and you guys.
Bro, and we're in there, bro. We're all stuffed. We're like sardines, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And then the giant shows up and he looks at China. He couldn't fit in there, but he gets his hand, bro, and he gets her. Come on, let's go. You're not going with them. You're staying with me. So China leaves with the giant. Right there, bro, like a movie. Front elevator closes. So we go up. And so we go to our hotel room. And pues, right away, pop it up again.
Yeah.
Started drinking. The guys are hanging out. Everybody's having a good time. Rey Mysterio takes off. Junebug or somebody takes him out there to hang out with Jimmy, meets him. Eventually comes back. And it's rock and roll. It's puro party. Everybody's hanging out, good time, music's going on.
So Grupo Más with WWE wrestlers.
With WWE, yeah. In a hotel. And it's just,
Is this on Shoreline? On the hotel right on the coast?
I think it was the Ramada Inn.
Okay.
Right? The Ramada is the one with the tower. And then we're just going at it. Everybody's hanging out. I'm getting a buzz. Getting a better buzz. And then I tell Brock, hey, bro, body slam me. Body slam me. I want to know what it feels like. I know it's not a ring, but, like on the bed or whatever. Nah, dude, that's a liability. I'm not going to be doing that. We're all going, hanging out, another beer. Necio again. Here I come. Hey, bro, come on, dude, don't be like that. Body slam. No, bro, I'm not going to do it. Chinga.
Well, he's not doing that. He's going like this.
Well, no. He was hanging out. No, I was standing. He was on the corner of the bed just chilling out.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio and just telling stories and Grupo Más, Rey.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing all their stuff. Until the third time, like an hour later. Mind you, our gig finished like at 12 or 1. So we're already like at 4 a.m. hanging out.
I like how he says hanging out. We're just hanging out.
We're just hanging out. And so then, again, that's the third time. I said, come on, dude. Body slam me. And he's like, dude, I don't hear well with this ear. You have to tell me over here. And he was setting me up, bro. And I fell for it. So I go, hey, dude, before I could even finish, body slam me, that guy just got me like nothing, like I was a pillow. Dude, I saw the ceiling twice. Dude. He picks me up like nothing, and I'm like, whoop, and then body slams me on my back, all the way on my back, and then, dude, perfectly on the bed, bro, bounced me up, and I see the ceiling again. Oh, and everybody freaked out, bro. You got body slammed by a professional. And everybody was freaking out and laughing and beat your daddy,
Wow, bro. So you got body slammed by Brock Lesnar, dog.
Yeah.
That's the vato that has that big sword in his back, right? He's got a big sword and a tattoo. He did MMA. God dang. Necio, see what happens? You asked for it and your ass got it.
I asked for it 3 times.
Thank you, George. I appreciate that. Hey, And he wasn't letting it go because he put it on there and the full text to me. He's like, dude, you got to ask him this question. And I just looked down and I was like, okay, I'll ask him.
Yeah.
Saludos to Choch. Saludos to all the Gonzalez
Choch, what's
family.
up, bro? Love you, brother. And that's just one. That's just one of the crazy things we would do.
Bro, but the fact that I'm still in shock that Rey Mysterio was a Grupo Mas fan.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Big time. He was the one. He's like, I want to meet Jimmy. I want an autograph.
And because of that, the wrestlers followed him to party with you guys. I'm sure Brock Lesnar didn't know who Grupo Mas was.
No.
You know what I mean? He was just there for, hey, some beer, hang out. Yeah.
Yeah, have a good time.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy.
Eddie. So, Eddie, if I ever tell you I can't hear you talking over here.
How body slamming?
Pinche suplex, ya madre.
Yeah, dude. Crazy.
Oh,
And
man.
the Jimmy Gonzalez Maz stories are never ending.
You
I don't know if Mike has never told you that.
Oh, bro.
Never ending stories. If you get all the homies, the Maz homies together, and then one of them's going to
Remember something?
remember of
And then the rest go.
and it keeps going and going. and
That's
going.
freaking hilarious, bro.
You can tell one story a day, and you'll have, for the next year.
And then
Oh, yeah.
you wouldn't run out.
Yeah.
That's wild, bro. That's wild.
Jimmy would tell us old stories of
Of Mas from
Maz,
back in the day.
yeah.
And that's got to be like bus stories of just like, you know what I mean, sitting there.
And it
listening
stays.
to-
And it stays.
Oh,
in
stays
the
on the
bus.
bus. No,
Stays
for
in the
sure,
bus.
bro.
Yeah.
For sure, man.
But funny stuff. You're like, I know. Like, yeah. And then an old friend will come and say, "Hey, remember when you guys did that?" Oh, I guess it was true.
Hey Danny, real quick, just because I see it. Hey, guys, if you guys want to follow Danny on social media, man, all you guys got to do is, scan that QR code.
Yes.
Our fancy QR code there in the bottom corner to take you to all the social media stuff. You guys can follow, like, and share. He's working on a bunch of stuff coming your way. You know what I mean?
We got more music videos coming, more songs. I'm trying to do my second release coming up this April.
Okay.
So we got a cumbia that's coming out also with a video. So we're working on the video also. And people can check it out. Subscribe on my YouTube page, Danny Ortiz Official.com. Pretty much under that, you could find my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube,
everything under that
So
stuff, man.
all my socials.
No, bro. Sergio Sanchez, dude. Hell yeah, that was a badass story. What a memory.
Yeah, dude.
That's cool, man.
Thank
You
you,
know what,
Sergio.
dude? That's what I love about doing content like this, right? Is because you get to see artists that they have funny things too. Like they don't just step on a stage and sing and their life stops, right? They have their own lives, they have their own funny stories, and that's what I really love about this right here. You know what I'm saying? What you guys showing a little bit of the video, Eddie? Wachalo? Damn.
Macha?
Wow.
That video right there, dude, we pretty much did it in we pretty much did it in one whole day worth of take. We just trying to get actually less.
But do you write it down, or you already have kind of like what you want to do, or what?
Dude, me and Noe were like, hey, what's the idea? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna
You
do?
got a legend right
What
there
are we
getting
gonna
in
do?
the
I
car
got
right
Beto
there.
Ramon. I got Beto Ramon in the video. I'm super happy that he was able to be a part of it because everything was last minute, and we got that 1970 Nova, Chevy Nova.
Damn, bro, what a car!
And
dude.
souped up, dude. I peel off on it. It works. It's awesome. Sounds great. It drives great.
Why didn't you jump in the water at the end, dude? That would have been really cool.
I don't know.
A la otra, dude. Put a Speedo on, dude, and walk down that same, like there, like that, a scene like
You're
that.
like, you want me to be in the pool with a cigar and chilling out ahí. Bien boss man.
Hell yeah.
And then it zooms out. Ahí está Bumper in the hot tub.
That's it, dog.
And
Chilling
he's
like
looking
that.
at me like, what's up, my brother? We can make it happen,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
We can make it happen.
Hell yeah. I don't know if people want to see me in a hot tub, but we can make it happen. That's for damn sure. No, Danny, you know, man, it's really cool to have an artist like yourself in here, man, because, again, all the experiences that you've had, and yet referring to life, like anybody, we continue to say that word through the show, right? Vida, life. Things happen, man, and just because things happen doesn't mean you stop chasing your dream or whatever. Yeah, you could. I mean, things happen all the time. You put stuff on pause, and then you just kind of continue life. And then when you can get to it, you get to it. But don't live with the regret of not getting to it. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the reason why I'm doing this today. Because I keep telling myself, dude, you got to do this now before ya te pones viejito, because you're not, I mean, you could still do it, right?
Dude, once you start getting these like this right here, once you start, your hair start turning, you can't.
You're a silver fox now.
Hey, bro, when I go places like, oh man, those are your kids, 33, 29, 20, you know what I mean? Like, sir, you don't look that old. I said, oh no, I am. Oh, okay, sir, you're good. You're good, man. My wife, no Speedo for you, Dad. Babe, you should have been. You should have been the one saying, "Hell yeah, put him in a Speedo." She's like, "Nah, Charlie, no Speedo for you."
So you'll be naked.
Night bell,
Right?
Hey, whatever, bro. No shame in my game, dog.
Starting stuff.
I've always been that guy. There's no shame in my game, dog. Being in the Marine Corps for 20 years, I promise you, bro, there is no shame in my game.
Well, then we don't have a problem. We don't have a problem, bro.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, dude, but going back to that, I'm doing this project because this is something I need to do for myself. I think I owe it to myself. I need to do this. And let's just see how far the project goes,
Yeah.
But ultimately for me, coming from the Maz camp, the Jimmy Maz camp, if you're going to do something, do it good. Make sure it's done right. Put the quality in it so people are going to notice it.
Don't give me some half-ass shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want half-ass.
A good friend of mine, you guys might know him, Johnny Ramirez, legendary Tejano DJ.
Yes.
We have lunch or we talk or we text, and that's one of his things. He's like, he always told me, like, hey, man, when a band gives me a CD, like, I asked him, like, hey, is this everything you got? If I always get an answer like, well, man, I wish I would have, then here. Right? Mm-hmm. You want to hand somebody something that you 100% believe in, and you put it together, and it's hey, here it is. You know what I mean? You don't want to have no regrets on that. Like, here you go, especially music. Tell us to Johnny and the radio guys.
I still haven't met him. I need to meet him.
You never met Johnny?
Johnny Ramirez.
He's a unique individual. Yeah. Johnny's one of those guys, like, if you don't know him personally, like if you just talk to him first time, you might walk off and be like, hey, what the hell just happened? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how I feel about that guy. But if you get to know him, he's a cool cat.
Okay.
Yeah, he's an awesome dude, bro. No, man, again, the fact that we have you on the show, dude, and for people to get to see another side of you and where you've been, because you build up fans. Being those years with a camp like Grupo Más, man, like, we build up a little fan base. You know what I'm saying? And here you disappeared, and now you're coming back, which is great. I'm digging it. And going back to what I was saying, like, people who, and not necessarily music, but just in life, right? You put something to the side, don't forget about it. But hey, I'm here. You're doing what you got to do to come back. Shit, you have a song on the top 20. On the Tejano Gold Countdown, was it on the Lopez one? Yeah. I remember seeing you guys on the on the countdown list, man. Which is great, bro. You know what I mean? That means that it's you keep calling it a project. You keep calling it a project, but I think it's more what you need to do. It shouldn't be a project. It's písale, way, like, step on the gas on me. You know what I mean? That's what I think. I mean, I just heard you right here. You ain't lost shit. You it's not like you disappeared and no. If anything, it sounds even better right now, right? Maybe because you're maturing, right? You're a little pollito when you first started, but I'm being honest with you, man. Like, I think if you get away from the word project and you got people like this in your corner, bro, helping you out and believing in what you're doing, bro, go at it, dude. Go at it, bro. I love that there's people like yourself doing what they love and giving us a great project. You know what I mean? You said it yourself, right? You're gonna be, anything you put out, you're gonna be 100% in it.
Yeah.
And give us a good product. So, that's good, man. That's what we want.
Thanks,
that's what
brother.
we want, man.
Thank
you know
you,
what I'm
man.
saying? So in a year from now, where do you see Danny at right now in a year?
In a year,
Yeah.
Danny's probably released his 5th or 6th single, and already performing. I'm performing.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's because I want to make sure that I don't want to come out being a cover band in a way. I want to have songs that people recognize, they know it, and if when I'm part of a lineup, they're gonna be like, I want to go see that guy because I hear his songs and they sound great, and I know I'm gonna hear good music from that guy.
For sure.
Because right after that, then it's the headliner or whoever it is, right?
No.
So it's like this is worth it.
Absolutely. And not to go back to tonight, last night's show, but Renee brought up something that falls exactly how I felt about you.
Okay.
Last night he's talked about, he was saying that when he drives around and he's listening to music, right? Tejano music. He didn't say what specific station, but it was probably Hot Tejano, just to throw that out. It was probably Hot Tejano. Right? But he was jamming and he hears music. I'll take that back. Probably not Hot Tejano because Hot Tejano does a good job of putting who it is. But he was probably listening to just some FM radio station, right? And, he goes, all the bands got to say their names in their song now because they don't get that love, right? There's no locutor on there saying, hey, this is the brand new one by Danny Ortiz. Guys, check it out.
I don't know why people don't do that anymore. It's very corporate.
It is. Radio's very corporate. It's not very personal anymore. And it's understandable. But at least with like some of the app-driven radios like Hot Tejano, you can you hear the song and you can look at the app and it'll tell you who's playing, right? And if you're real fancy on your phone, you got it hooked into your vehicle, your picture will come out, the name of the song, right? So if you hear a song and you don't know who the artist is, right? You don't know who the artist is, you
don't know who to look for,
right? But right then and there, you can boom. You can go like back in the day. I used to use Shazam. I don't know if people still use Shazam, but what's cool about Shazam, if you got it connected to your iPhone, for all you Android users, I don't know, but iPhone users, right? When you do, it makes a playlist of what you Shazam. So it'll go and find your stuff, and it'll save it on a little playlist that you'll have on your music. But he said that, and it really, struck a nerve with me because he's right. Like, if I hear Danny Ortiz's your brand new single, right, and I don't know who you are, like I don't know it's Danny Ortiz. I love the song. I've heard it 3 times, and I need them to play it again, right, so I can Shazam it, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people just don't do that no more. To the fact where, like you said, artists got to go and say their name so you can, you hear a group's name or the singer's name in a song that has nothing to do, right? But they just say their name so people know who they are. Your song, I heard it 2 or 3 times, and I'm like, dude, that's a badass song, right?
Thank you.
But I hadn't picked up my phone and see. And then when Eddie's like, hey, I'm gonna talk to Danny, whatever. I'm like, oh, okay. And then that's when I put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, that's the dude that sings a fucking song. You know what I'm saying?
Bingo.
So it's funny how things work, right? It's funny
Thank
how
you,
things
Eddie.
work, man.
Thank you, brother.
But Danny, hearing you live, bro, I honestly, bro, I really think you can do something. There's not a doubt that you can do something. And go, dale, way, dale. We're ready for you, bro.
Okay, bro.
The industry's ready for you. The genre's ready for you. You played with the best.
Yeah.
Stop and think about that, man. You played with the best. You've been around some monster musicians, bro. There's nothing that can faze you. You know what I'm saying? I believe that. I believe there's nothing that can stop you from doing what you want to do, except life, right? Sometimes life, right? So life happens. So this is a part of the show, man, where I tell people all the time, I shut up. I don't cut you off, and I give you the microphone. You want to do any saludos, any shout outs?
Oh man.
Microphone is yours, sir.
I want to give a big shout out to my family, my familia from Brownsville, mom, sisters, everybody out there. Thank you guys. Thank you for your support. Claudia also sharing all the posts and everything out there. Appreciate that. También, I want to send a big thank you to Noe Ortiz, my manager, with the talent management company Zitro, backwards for Ortiz, Zitro, artist management. Anyway, thank you very much, bro, for everything you're doing. Also, Vicky V Promotions, Peña, Hilda Peña Promotions, also helping out with everything that you guys are doing, pushing the song, getting the songs out there on radio. And también quiero mandar saludos a all the people, all the fans out there, everybody that's supporting, calling in the radio stations, you know, for the song to be played. I appreciate it. Let's keep that going. I need all the support. And share the songs on your social media pages and let everybody know about it, about me, Danny Ortiz. And let's keep it going, man.
That's what I'm talking
keep it going.
about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Well, Eddie, we warmed him up already, so he's already warmed up, bro. He's already warmed up, dude. Can we have you sing your newest single or no? Or are we pushing it?
No, I don't want to sing it right now. Eddie's like, yeah, whatever. I already hit play.
Tell him he has something in his ear. Body slam him.
Body slam.
You see, he needs a camera, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Eddie needs a camera,
He's
dog.
like, we got a sturdy table. We can body slam him right here, bro. And
we just soufflex from up here, dude. Bam!
Damn.
You want to spin it up or what?
Yeah,
Eddie?
man. Why not? Let's do it. Let's try it.
All right.
Let's give it
Hell
a
yeah.
shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, right here live from the Bumpers of Wacky Wednesday studio, we got the return of Mr. Danny Ortiz with his brand new single que se llama
Muñeca de Cristal.
Damn.
Boy. Pick it up, Betty. Pick it up. No sé lo que pasó, me pegó un rayo cuando yo te vi por primera vez. Y aunque alguien te traía de la mano, soñaba yo con volverte a ver. Al fin en una fiesta entre amigos, te volví a mirar y no aguanté. Me acerqué a ti muy despacito y al ver tus ojos me enamoré. Tú eres mi muñeca de cristal y con mi vida yo te cuidaré. Más valiosa que las perlas del mar, el tesoro que soñé. Tú eres mi muñeca de cristal, una gema convertida en mujer. Tu amor es lo que me hace más feliz, es tuyo mi querer. Was the dancing part right here, baby?
I'm not singing, fella. I'm not singing.
Woo! Let's have a good time. Pick it up at home, people. Pick it up. Come on, baby. Tú eres mi muñeca de cristal y con mi vida yo te cuidaré. Más valiosa que las perlas del mar, el tesoro que soñé. Tú eres mi muñeca de cristal, una gema convertida en mujer. Tu Tu amor es lo que me hace más feliz, es tuyo mi querer. Tu amor es lo que me hace más feliz, es tuyo mi querer. Es tuyo mi querer.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Hey,
So that song was produced by Mr. Jay Alanis. Jay
Really?
Alanis is Jimmy's longtime bass player, about 15 years. And of course now currently, right, he's Jay Pettis'
music,
not conductor, it's the director, musical director.
There you go.
Yeah, good friend of mine, and he's helping me out with it, and I think we're recording some pretty good music.
Yeah, dude, it sounded
Pretty
good.
man.
Johnny
It's great.
Rod helped you with that one too?
Johnny Rod también. Johnny helped us out with keyboards.
I could hear Johnny Rod on those
You hear him,
keyboards,
right?
Yeah,
with his chords and everything.
yeah.
Man, dude. And then Chris Perales también helped out a bit on keyboards.
Oh shit!
There was a moment there. I'm like, ¿Dónde anda Johnny? Johnny, contact me. Contesta el teléfono. And so I called up Chris too, and I said, "Hey, Chris, help me out with some couple of parts.
Yeah,
here and there. I need to lay these down right now." So he helped out with a few parts, and then Jay Alanis also played keyboards on it because he's like, it needs this, it needs that, little sprinkles here and there. So Jay put in some extra parts.
No,
in
bro,
there.
that's a bad jam.
But,
Saludos to Suavecito from Hot Tejano. He's like, that's a jam. That's a song we've been jamming in the morning.
You know, a big part of it también is Johnny Rod from the very beginning, helping out with it. Great keyboardists, all of them, Chris and everybody. Jay plays guitar on it, bass on it. Aaron Holler on drums. Homero Esquivel on accordion. I got him.
Damn,
I got Homero. Compadre Homero, gracias, muchísimas gracias.
Wow, man.
Buen sonido.
Ana Garavea, she says, great job, Danny Ortiz. I've been a fan for 30 plus years, man. I've known you that long.
Sergio, bro, what's going on, brother? Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
Puro chanclazo in the living room. He can't read. I'm reading them for him. He can't read. He's too far. Sarah Lynn, thank you guys. Everybody that's watching on YouTube, man. Everybody watching on Facebook, thank you guys so much. This is Danny Ortiz, man. Make sure you guys, like he said, are out there downloading. What is it?
Muñeca
de Cristal. You're asking for it at all your radio stations, wherever that might be. I know they're playing on the radio stations that I listen to. I know that they're playing it on there. So
on Hot Tejano.
On Hot Tejano, they're playing it, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we got a lot of the radio stations with KLMO, all the different cities. They're playing them. Internet radio, we got all the states, pretty much, New Mexico, Arizona.
Do you do a lot of social media? I like to ask the artists, do you go through like TikTok and show love to the DJs out there spinning Tejano music?
I try to. I think I need to do more of it.
Yeah.
I need to do more of it.
For sure.
Because a lot of great support.
Dude,
a lot of great support.
The Tejano DJs on TikTok, I mean, from the 1000s, DJ Sip, like I could just go on and on.
There's a lot of those guys I don't know.
DJ Smoke, Sweet D. Dude, there is a shitload of badass DJs.
Send me a list, bro.
That I follow, right? And so, like, you know, say on a Friday night, I'm actually not going to go nowhere. I'm going to stay home, whatever. Yeah. I'll be in bed by 10 o'clock, bro, but I'm going through my phone on TikTok, and I'm always like, you might as well have just gone out. Shit, you listen to the... right? But I just love to show them support. The way they support Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, I like to return the support and support these guys.
Yes.
And me and Eddie, we're mutual, bro. We love everybody. You know, we got our Hot Tejano family. We got a Tejano Up radio family. We're good friends with Johnny and 95.7, with the Lopez family and Kay Alamo, Frank Salazar and all the guys from Victoria, Iceman and all those guys.
Bo Corona.
Bo Corona.
Houston, right?
From Houston. You know what? Bo was probably the furthest from me. Like I've never, like, we know each other. I've met, we've talked, we've laughed, but nothing like the relationship I have with the other people. You know, and again, Danny, I just think that our platform here is great for what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? For just to put it back in people's face, like, hey man, there's other artists out here doing their thing, and show them some support. That's what we need, man. There's no magic to the formula. There's no right answer. The only answer is to support, at all means.
Amen.
You know, however we can support our genre, support our stations, support our internet stations, our FM stations, all our artists and everything, man. Podcast, not just mine, but everybody's podcast, brother.
Bro, and thank you, all the stuff that you're doing, everything that you're doing, and thank you very much for having me here tonight, dude. I really do appreciate it. I know you got a lot of other artists that you could have put in on Thursday.
Nah, but dude, not on Thursday.
He just threw me in there. Just do it.
That's why I told you want to do a Wednesday. You're like, no, let's do Thursday. And again, Danny,
you know what I mean, bro.
No, bro.
You know what I mean.
That shows me the kind of person you are, bro. Like, for somebody to do that, hey, top notch. You know what I mean? Professional.
Anytime, man.
And I look forward, like, honestly, bro. And the noise here, like, I really want to do. Me and Eddie Eddie's got to clear through about 4 bosses. I got to clear through 1. But if we can make a trip to Brownsville, dude, and you can have the bare necessities we need to set up,
bro.
We would love to do something down there, and maybe bring your family or invite the public, whatever. Bring a Wacky Wednesday show down to Brownsville. I think
we'll do a live show.
Super cool. Super cool. You know what I'm saying?
We'll make that happen. Definitely.
Me and Eddie were easy. Like, we like Whoppers, Whataburger. I mean, we're not fancy. You know what I mean? We don't need a steak or nothing like that.
We can barbecue too.
Oh, chinga, just not at 3:30 in the morning, vato.
No.
Great.
We'll go to a taqueria. We'll go get some tacos.
Leti Guerrero, great comment. She's like, Daniel Ortiz, glad to have you back. Great music.
Thank you, Leti.
I think tonight's episode, bro. That's the title. We're glad that you're back.
Thanks, brother.
And we mean that. We're super excited that you're back, bro, and take advantage of it. Run, like I told you, man. Run with it. You got some great things coming your way, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Eddie, you got anything for the crowd? No, we're good, of course. Like
any
always.
other comments?
Any other comments on there? Silvio Rodriguez said, "Thank you, Bumper and Danny, for a great show. The song is fire right now. Sunflower and Lupe on Hot Tejano. Sunflowers, man. Yeah, she there's Jay right there.
Jay. What's up, Jay?
Hey, somebody said they're talking about you. Let me go check out the show.
My ears are burning.
Nunca te miro aquí, Jay. Ahora Danny's here. Oh, shit, they're talking about it. Let me get on it. No, man, no te crees. Saludos de a mí tú, Jay.
Hey, bro, that's another interview right there.
Oh,
Jay Alanis.
Bro, can you imagine the stories from that guy?
This guy's got tons.
That's awesome, man.
We'll bring the Jaeger. Don't worry.
They said Fela Salinas, a big part of the Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta Committee. She's like, thanks to Bumper, because of this show, we are introduced to all kinds of great music, which is awesome, man. Because I go to the Midwest a lot, because of them, because of her family. The Midwest has embraced me in a sense, and I get saludos to the Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta family, my Mancha family, the Ohio, Michigan area, and I go and get to do these events, bro. And it brings such an amazing feeling to my heart that all these people love the show, but not only that, they love Tejano music and our culturas, not just in the line of Texas, right? Not just in the state line. It's everywhere, man. And we're starting to grow in Mexico too. I've been looking at the YouTube
Canada,
things. So we're going, yeah, dude.
Renee said that last night.
Right?
I'm like, wow,
damn,
dude.
Bro. But no, it's super cool, man. Super cool. This has allowed me to make friends like yourself, friends like Turi. Turi, drummer for the Delta Boys. Like today, I had I was just having a long day, and he calls me out of nowhere, and we just chit chat, bro. Of just bullshit, right? Yeah. He's just a pleasant dude to talk to. You know what I mean? He's always very positive. Un saludos to Turi. It's this show has just allowed me to make friends all over, bro, and it's super awesome, man.
That's a beautiful thing.
And I'm glad that you're in our Wacky Wednesday family, bro. And Noe, I really mean that. I'm speaking to you because I know him. He's gonna go 100 miles an hour all over the place. Make that happen, and we'll definitely make our way to Brownsville and do something down there. I think it would be super cool.
Yes. Definitely.
to get us out of the studio for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And to everybody who watches, man, week in and week out, we can't thank you guys enough. Before we close the show, I got a couple of big announcements that I want to make. One of them being, I don't think we put the flyer up, but we want to give our prayers from Bumpers Wacky Wednesday to our good friend Joe Big Time Olivia. He's been going through some medical stuff, and David, he's from the David Lee Gatas y Los Musicales camp. He's been a sound engineer for them for many years. You guys know him. He's a big part of their family, and you know, Musicales are part of my family. So when any of them need help, we're going to be there to help. So make sure you guys. I'm sure you guys have seen, if you're in the Tejano social media realm, you've seen that flyer going around. Make sure you share it. Please share it. It's going to be on, what's the date, Eddie? April? Let's see. I bet, well, you know what he's trying to do? He's stalling so he can try to get the flyer put in there is what he's doing. Right? Okay. Is that what you're doing, Eddie? Yeah, see, I told you. I can tell him by his face. Right there, man. April 6th, right there, B&N Sports Bar. It's where we had the Balarama fundraiser for those guys. But it's going to be a barbecue fundraiser, $12 for a barbecue plate. There's already people selling tickets. I'm sure I'll have a few tickets here to sell once I get a hold of Joey. You can get a hold of me. Let me know if you want to. Hey, look, if you're from out of state and you guys just want to donate, you can do that too, man. There's a GoFundMe right there with the code. I'm sure there's a Cash App and Zelle and all those other kinds of ways to donate. But if you guys could help a fellow Tejano, a fellow guy in the genre who's just a awesome, happy-go-lucky guy all the time, man. Big Time he's a cool cat, man. So if we can find a way to help him, we'd greatly appreciate it. So again, if you're out of state, you can't come to get your plate, we'll still take donations, and we're going to be talking about that more as you know in the coming days. So yeah, if you guys could help, that would greatly appreciate it. From all of us here at Wacky Wednesday, we wish Joe a speedy recovery, man, that he gets better, and you know the doctors and can work on him and do what they got to do to get him back into doing what he loves to do, right? Yep. And then also next Wednesday, not Thursday, next Wednesday,
Wacky Wednesday.
On Wacky Wednesday, we're gonna have the return of that guy, right, Mr. AJ Castillo. They're gonna have AJ Castillo here, and Eddie. I don't know if I told you, we're gonna have Sergio here too. So we're gonna have them both here on the show. I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna see if I can get him to bring us Corleone. I'm gonna see. I know the ladies are ready for AJ. Super cool cat.
I need to meet him, man.
Bro, you know, AJ has one of those like personas, like you're like, este acto se cree, right? Bro, but he is just a freaking awesome dude, bro. That's what I hear. Super cool. And his brother, he's the same, bro. Just great. His dad, I like to party with his dad's awesome, bro. To Arturo. Just a great family, right? So we're going to have them next week. Next Wednesday, we'll have AJ Castillo, the return here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. And then, ladies and gentlemen, 2 weeks from today, or 2 weeks from yesterday, April, what is it, 8th or 9th? The 9th, right? April 9th, Jaime's Place right here in San Antonio. And Danny, you're welcome. You're welcome to come. I promise you, they would love to have you get up on stage. So every year, not every year. We celebrated our 4-year anniversary last year. Okay. And we had Mike Gonzalez and the Iconics. We put on a live show free. Okay. Right? People would come. We did it at Little Woodrow's. We had a great turnout. And it was my anniversary show, right? And it was just great for me to see all the artists that came out. Ram, David Lee, Shelly. All these people came out, and they all got on stage at one point in time and jammed, right? They jammed with Mike. So we're doing the same thing at Jaime's Place. But I picked Jaime's Place this time because my son can go, right? It's a little more family-oriented, even in the evening. Mm-hmm. But they just have a nice little setup. It's outside. It's still nice weather. You know what I mean? So we're going to have my friends, all 12, 13, 14 of them, La 45, bro. Yeah, La 45, Mike Torres. They're going to be there, bro. So you are invited, bro. Yeah, I really hope that you make it. We'll get you up on stage, sing a couple of songs. I think people would freaking love
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
Sounds
So
like fun, dude.
that's an invite
Yes.
to everybody that's a Wacky Wednesday fan. If you're in the San Antonio area, if you're coming from wherever you just happen to be in the area that week, we're going to be at Jaime's Place. That's on Commerce, downtown San Antonio. It's an outdoor place, nice stage. We're going to have everything set up. Eddie will be there with all the cameras. So everybody that can't make it from outside, we're still going to have a live show, and we're going to bring it to you live so you guys can enjoy it from your living room, from the comfort of your living room, wherever that might be. So that's coming, man, April 9th. Bumpers 5-year anniversary of Wacky Wednesday, man. So it's a big accomplishment for us, and we look forward to bringing you that. So don't forget, next week, AJ Castillo, and in 2 weeks, our 5-year anniversary at Jaime's Place with La 45, and we got so much more interviews coming your way, man. We got so many new, just cool things coming your way. So again, everybody that tuned in on YouTube and Facebook, thank you guys so much. Danny, gracias, brother, on behalf of me and Eddie, bro.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. We
Yes,
wish you the best. Noe, thanks for hanging out with us, man. Eddie, as always, great job, brother. Great job behind
Thanks,
the cameras. Made us look good. And we'll see you guys next Wednesday. Peace, love, and taco grease, como dicen.
This is René with Intocable, and you're watching Bumpers Wacky Wednesday.